Welcome to episode 4 of the Vegan Bikini Prep Diaries. In today's video, I'm going to share with you my glute and shoulder day workout. I'm going to talk a little bit about how my competition prep has been going. We'll do a physique update, and we'll talk a little bit about my pre and post workout nutrition and what has been working for me at the moment. Glute and shoulder day is pretty much my favorite day out of the week. I always get super excited for this day because I get to train both body parts that I love to train in one day. And I'm just gonna kind of walk you through the workout. I'll be putting all the information on the screen, but I'm also gonna be talking about prep and what's been going on throughout this whole thing. So let's get started. So I'm gonna be playing for you here my glute and shoulder workout day. It is my favorite day out of the week. I get to train both glutes and shoulders, which are my favorite body parts to train. And I'm gonna put all of the information on the screen so you guys can follow along. But basically I'm gonna be talking about prep right now and kind of like what's been going on and all of that. So I don't know if you guys saw, I was really sick after my last video. I gave a little update on the community tab on YouTube. I got so sick, guys. I got the flu and I had to take a whole week off away from the gym. And that was such a mind F, you know, it was so hard to be away from the gym, to not feel like I could train properly, to not feel like I could even walk around the house. I was literally in bed rest for that whole entire week. And as you guys can tell, I'm still a little bit nasally and a little bit congested, but I'm back to being myself and just feeling amazing. This is one of my first workouts back, so I'm feeling like the weights that I pick throughout this workout are a little bit lighter than my usual weights because I'm trying to make sure that I'm really focusing on time under tension, making sure that my form is proper because I don't want to overdo it too much too soon getting back at the gym. So I'm kind of easing my way into it, and this is actually one of my favorite movements. This is a T-bar RDL, and it's so nice. It's kind of like a hybrid between an RDL and a good morning, and I feel this so much in my glutes. I use the T-bar from Brett Contreras. It's one of my faves. And yeah, I'm just really making sure that I'm pushing through my heels, so I am isolating the glutes as much as possible on this movement. Getting back to the gym was definitely hard because everything felt heavy. Everything felt heavy and hard, and it was a lot on me mentally, but you know what? I'm so happy and proud of myself that I did not rush anything back and that I took my time and allowed my body to recover completely before getting back to the gym. If I have to push my show day, that's completely fine. There's literally shows every single weekend out of the year, so that's not a big concern of mine. And you know, putting a stall on prep is okay. Health always first. And again, old Natalie would have been like, no, I'm just gonna do more. We're gonna go early to the gym. I'm just so proud of the way that I mature over the years, and I'm really paying attention and listening to my body. So this right here is another of my burnout movements. This is a 3x30 side to side abduction walk, and this one burns a lot, guys. I like to do this before my hip thrusts because it really gets me ready for these heavy hip thrusts. And this was my 5th day back at the gym, and I felt amazing, so I wanted to see where my strength was at, so I kind of loaded the bar quite a bit, and this felt good. This was moving like butter. You're gonna see one of my last sets here where I'm really struggling to get it up at the very end, but I was so excited. I got an extra rep. I was actually going on my last set for 12 and I got 13, so I was super excited. So now that I'm back to normal, feeling myself on a gym routine, trying to eat all my macros, because that week when I was sick, I wasn't eating at all. My body was just not wanting to eat food. I was pushing as much as I could, but I was definitely under eating. And again, I just paid attention to my body. I definitely didn't want to force food, but I knew I didn't want to lose a lot of weight. And I did lose some weight and accidentally got ahead of the game. So, you know, it's okay. I feel like everything happens for a reason. And I feel like before getting sick, I was starting to get some flare-ups on my shoulder and on my hamstring again, and I was like, oh no, I hope I don't get injured. So having this time off, I feel like it was like a little blessing in disguise, because as a pro athlete, it's so hard for me to like take more time off than what's already scheduled for me, like than my 2 rest days. It's so hard for me to be like, no, I'm just gonna take it a little bit easier and not go. So I feel like it was a blessing in disguise, because now I feel like I have no pain in my shoulders. My hamstring injury is not even like flaring up at all. So I feel really good. So I'm really going to like make sure that I'm stretching and foam rolling and doing all the things I was prior, but I feel like I could do better. I could always do better. So I'm just taking it as a positive. Honestly, I'm trying to look for the best in every situation, and I feel like it was meant to happen. So here's the second half of my workout, is when I start doing my shoulders. So with the second half of my workout, I like to target the front delt, the back part of the delt, and the side of the delt. So I'm hitting all planes of my shoulders. So I have a Arnold press, I do lateral raises, I do some face pulls, and I do some front raises. And this is one of my favorite movements, the Arnold press. And at the very end, as you guys saw, I like to do drop sets and do as many reps as I can. And then I go straight into lateral raises, and I just really focus on time under tension. Because of my previous shoulder injuries, you're gonna see that the way that I do the flies is a little bit different. I do have a slight bend in my elbows, and it's kind of like almost like a forward lean rather than straight to the side. So just know, whenever you're looking at somebody working out, they might be adjusting based on the way that their body mechanics work. You don't know if somebody has an injury or something like that. So when you're always looking at somebody online, just make sure like they're modifying those workouts according to their body and their body type. My check-ins this week went absolutely amazing. So now that I got food in my body and I have been working out, I feel like my muscles are full and I'm getting back to myself. Like the check-ins right after I got sick were just terrible. I felt flat, depleted, and tiny, and I just couldn't look at those pictures. They were so hard to look at because I was like, where did all my muscles go? And yeah, this week's pictures, I feel like they look so much better, and I'm starting to see a lot of lines in my legs. That's where I tend to lean out. I tend to lean out in the front before I do the back. So yeah, my legs are already like showing separation, and I just feel leaner overall. So this week I actually got my first drop, and I was like, oh my gosh. So it's not a lot, so let me share it with you guys. Because we wanted to keep things moving, Coach Jamie did a little tiny drop, and I love the way that she drops my calories, because it's very gradual. It's not like big drops at once. So it's almost like we're playing, like getting ahead of my body before it stalls. So I am currently now, I have 5 low days, again, low days because they're not really low, and 2 high days. So my low days are at 220 grams of carbohydrates, 140 grams of protein, and 55 grams of fat. And then my high days are 270 grams of carbohydrates, 135 of protein, and 50 grams of fat. And I'm honestly super happy with those macros. They're still very doable and they're very high, and I know I'm gonna feel my best and give it my all at the gym. I still have no cardio goal, and I am just ecstatic about that. Cardio is not my favorite, but I am starting to feel like, you know, cardio is part of prep, so mentally it's a little hard, but I'm just trusting the process and trusting Coach Jamie on this. So no cardio still. My body still is responding quite a bit, and I did the math. My target for a stage weight is going to be my New York Pro from 2020 stage weight target, which was 107. I really like that look, and I think I looked amazing, but I was flat and I didn't have a lot of muscle. So I'm hoping that 107 looks very different this year now that I'm fuller and I have more muscle and I have been resting and just recovering. So I'm hoping that it's 107 or above. So if it's anywhere over 107, I'm gonna be so excited. But that puts me right now at 8 to 9 pounds away from that goal. So I'm ahead of my own schedule. Like I said, I'm not gonna give away which show I'm shooting for as the opening show of my season, but I'm gonna give you kind of like an estimate. I'm kind of like 11 to 13 weeks out. It just depends on how my body's responding, and if everything goes well, I'll shoot for that 11 weeks out show. So I'm super excited and just, again, happy with where my body is at this moment. And yeah, we had a really hard last few weeks with getting sick and getting the flu, but I got over it. It's a little bump on the road. We look forward. We're not gonna dwell on it, and just, we're gonna keep moving forward. And I'm just so grateful for you guys, and so grateful for all the support you've been giving me throughout the season, and it's just amazing. It's an amazing community that we've built. So I am going to talk about a little bit about pre and post workout nutrition and what I've been currently doing. So because I'm a morning bird and I like to wake up, eat my breakfast, and go to the gym, my breakfast serves me as my pre-workout. And what I've been doing this year is a lot of cream of rice, which is from Pride Foods. I put a little bit of their nut butter as well, and I pack it with fruit. If it's a high day, I'm gonna be putting bananas and berries, and if it's a low day, I only have macros for just the berries. I'm obsessed with this breakfast, and then a side of my protein coffee, which is just espresso, a little bit of cashew milk, and a scoop of Live Body vegan protein, and that's it. You're getting carbs, protein, and a little bit of fat, and I feel like that fuels me and gets me ready for my workouts. I know I've been in the past like a real big fan of oatmeal and protein pancakes, and I still love those. But I go through phases, and right now I'm in my cream of rice phase, and I am somebody that tends to eat the same thing if it's working until I get tired of it, and then I just swap it out. So I'm in my cream of rice phase, so let me have it. And then as a post-workout meal, because my workouts sometimes are a little bit longer, it'll be lunchtime by the time I get out of the gym. If it's around 11, I consider that lunchtime. So I will have a protein heavy meal. It'll usually have seitan, rice, and veggies. And I just love this meal because it's very basic, and this has been a staple meal for years during prep. It's just easy, it digests well, and it replenishes all of those carbs and all of that glycogen that I just lost in my workout, and it just makes me feel amazing. So that is my post-workout meal, and I just absolutely love it. So yeah, I keep it very simple, and I pick things that digest well with me and things that I enjoy as well. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about what I've been doing for pre and post workout because I get so many questions on it. So those are my reasons on picking these foods. It is giveaway time. So here are my last week's giveaway winners. You each receive a Good Cravings protein bar box. Good Cravings is my favorite protein bars that I trust during my competition season because they have clean ingredients that I cannot read, and they're just amazing. And they're a very small company based out of Houston, Texas. They're handmade, and I just love them. And if you didn't want and you want to try them out, you can use my discount code Natalie at checkout. And for this week's giveaway, I am giving away two $50 gift cards for BuffBunny collection. They're my favorite apparel brand, and they are just amazing. If you guys like my fitwear throughout my YouTube videos and my Instagram, I'm only wearing BuffBunny collection. I dress it up, I dress it down, for the gym, outside of the gym. They're just amazing. And again, if you want to give them a try and not wait for the giveaway, you could use my discount code Natalie at checkout. But basically, all you have to do to enter this giveaway to each receive $50 gift cards for BuffBunny collection, you have to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Make sure you like this video and subscribe if you're not already. And with your comment, add your Instagram handle so I can find you. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.